Corey Holcomb just joins the conversation. Here
what
what up, man?
Got it, man.
Man, let me ask, what is the difference between an IG model and an actual real model? Is there a difference? Because now IG models are models. Because they are social influencers. They got
about
followers.
to go in.
You're a social influencer. You're not a model.
There we go.
That's what it is.
Hold on.
So go ahead and turn your business account back to a regular account and just put social media influencer.
I sense
Not a
hate.
model.
Did you feel that burn though? I felt it. Hold on.
Yeah. The line of models has been severely blurred. The line between model, fashion model, high runway model, and IG model have been blurred at this point. And this is from a few years ago, so let's take a listen.
Yeah, Corey, what's the difference, man?
I don't know if there's much of a difference. It's only like, I would say 10% of the models getting money. All the rest of the models are broke. So what's the difference between a model that was in a book or something versus a model that was online? It's the same thing. Most of them broke.
Wow.
They don't pay a lot of money to do it because, everybody's willing to do it.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, everybody's a model.
Right.
Right.
How are you not a model if you have been posing on a picture? Especially on Instagram, especially if you get likes. You know what I mean? But
Got a little money.
the problem is a lot of people think that means something, and in real life, it don't matter how many likes you get, that rent due.
Right.
And you got to do what you got to do.
The lights do not pay rents.
Corey, what's that saying?
Hookers are more valuable than models. They get paid.
Oh, wow.
He did not.
What? That's the truth. I know a lot of girls
He
who
threw a major palm tree.
they really don't model online. But they
It's
got money.
advertisement.
They got money.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Free.
Hookers make more money than models.
That's
Wow.
You ever seen the free urban models too? The first thing they lead with, "Oh, I'm a model," and you like, what have you been in? What Drake say?
Don't tell me that you model if you ain't been in vogue.
nowadays.
I'm hurt.
If you're doing 50, you got some type of income coming in. You got your 50 popping.
I would be mad if my daughter was just a model. I'd be like, you need to hustle that monkey if you're going to show that monkey. I'm just saying, if that's what you living like, if you living like that, let's get some money.
He got to be talking about urban models.
I'm talking about all the models.
Dang,
Most of them hustle their body anyway, but I'm saying like there are some models who or whatever you want to call them, it's just flat out like, hey, listen, if you're willing to pay me to be with me intimately, then I'm willing to do that. But some girls don't do it because they rather just have a boyfriend that it make them feel better because the dude is paying indirectly.
Right. Still gotta pay.
Corey Holcomb in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Came in strong.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So, she's an actual model.
Oh, I can believe that. I can believe that. I'm looking at her and her shape and everything.
He just was there. I'm over here like, Lord, pass me the church fan.
I hope I don't come across disrespectful. And I think the only reason it seems disrespectful is because people just aren't blunt. People aren't. You're used to talk around everything, but I think women can make.
Got to bring bluntness back. But we got to bring some form of bluntness back. And I think that's what is the theme that's going on. We got to start telling the truth about some things. You know, people been smiling with you, as Corey says, a lot of times. They've been smiling with these people that they know are out of order. But if we ever going to get anything changed, we're going to have to bring some bluntness back.
You can have safe sex being a hooker. You put in a 5-year run and pay that car off and...
Pay the car off?
I'm just saying.
5 good years in the street.
Get a little condo out in Pasadena. Altadena.
That's Adidas.
What?
Said settle down, see the Rose Parade.
Right.
Save that money.
Can't get no LA condo, but if
You got
you
the budget
hustle
for
right
that.
and put some cocoa butter on that thing,
Settle down.
recovery jail down there, you'll be all right. It's only 5 years out your life.
Yeah. Getting a workout. It's getting a
Am I
workout.
wrong with that?
Gotta
I just
recover.
feel like I can help women become financially stable, and I'm not a pimp. I'm not a pimp.
Career
I'm just a
advice
person.
from Corey.
I'm a person who's gonna talk to you for real.
Right.
That's the reason the government makes it illegal, because they know that if there's a woman who's willing to get down, we don't have to be poor out here. We can get money. We can get money because guys gonna pay for it.
They gon' pay.
Oh, man.
They gonna pay
A lot
for
of
it.
tricks
That'll
out here.
never stop.
Oh, man.
So really quickly, Corey, Arian, tell him.
I ain't sold that monkey.
Wait,
You didn't sell it?
No, I can't sell that monkey.
I believe you. She's emotionally attached to it.
I don't believe that he believes her.
You care about it. I see it in you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Damn.
What I do?
Oh my God.
Shout out to Zoe Williams, too. These shows were classic, man. I hate that y'all missed this, but hopefully I can share these with y'all time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too much. It's funny.
Feelings and emotions come with it, but
I'm sorry. If it's gonna take me a long time, I'm gonna have to get on when I'm 35 then.
right? Oh
That's
yeah,
what it
it's about
take.
that time. You got about 5 more good years left. You know what I
If
mean?
I gotta
Before-
sell that monkey, then I'm gonna take my time.
You're not gonna sell your money. Will you tell him what you've done? Tell him who you are. He don't know.
What I do?
You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing.
Regular schmegular, but I did American Next Top Model this past recent cycle.
She's a working model.
Yeah, I'm a model coach. I coach men.
I used to love this dynamic, too, because Zoe used to invite the girls. He set up the pins and Corey would knock them down. You could tell Corey was coming there just to have these conversations, these uncomfortable conversations.
To our kids and modeling, if they want to get in the industry, teach them how to get in the right way so they don't have to sell that monkey.
Right, but I'm saying, like, there's just not a lot of successful models who get the breaks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's all a break.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and that's no disrespect to
That's
nobody.
true.
Talent is good to have, but with that modeling industry, you need a break. You need somebody to give you a shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Meanwhile, while you waiting on that shot, I know in society, we look down on women who are willing to hustle the monkey, but not all of us do. Some of the most honest, respectful women I know are hookers. They talk to you for real. They let you know what's up.
So now-
the
play
girlfriends are the ones that talk directly to you.
So now I'm gonna ask you: is Instagram like the white pages for hookers who want to hustle that monkey?
Well, they had sites where a lot of women were making money and they shut it down. Because
like
they don't
back pages?
want, they
Yes.
don't want
I heard
people to
about
get on
that.
their feet.
Yep.
In this society, when you find a way to get on your feet, because no matter how these women are looked down upon, they were making a decent living. You know
Right.
what I'm
They
saying?
making their money. That's your
Yeah.
hustle, then that's your hustle.
Yeah, they
Wasn't
didn't have
on
to
welfare.
go punch in on no clock and listen to somebody who looks down on them anyway. They were working with guys who actually got to know them, and it became like a business thing where, you
Right.
know, a lot of the tricks that come through are like, hey, Elaine, how you doing today? I missed you. And, you know, they like, oh, hey, you know, you get to know your tricks and be cool with them. You know, it ain't always a negative thing. It's portrayed as a negative thing in American media.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the truth is, if you've slept with more than 5 guys, you need to start hustling the monkey.
You heard it from the man himself. If you got more than 5, you might want to consider your options. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not. Indirectly, sort of, a lot of women are doing that anyway when they're better dealing for men that have resources in particular, or when they're trying to get someone who will take care of them for the rest of their lives. You know, they can be tomato. You know what I'm saying? You trading this for that. Quid pro quo. But anyway, what y'all think about that? Corey is off the chain. Man, these were some classic shows. I hate that Zoe and Corey broke up. But, you know, I do remember all the good shows that they had back in the day. And like I said, Zoe used to bring in the girls, set up the pins. Corey would come in. He even came in late on this show and just knock it down. That's chemistry. You know what I'm saying? You got good cop, bad cop. You know what I mean? It was a 1-2. But yeah, man, you can only hope for that chemistry in your career on the media side. Like, doesn't happen that often. You know what I mean? So, you know, maybe one day they'll do a reunion show and Zoe will come back. I hear they're on good terms, so, you know, it's not a thing. But what do you think about the IG models out here versus the high fashion models. I feel like the high fashion models have lost a lot of ground to the IG models. You don't hear people hollering about supermodels like they used to. You remember back in the 90s, you had a list of supermodels and you had the Victoria's Secret Angels or whatever they were called. And you had like a tier of millionaire fashion models. Now I would say fashion modeling has kind of taken a back seat to the internet modeling. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to hit the right height requirements anymore. You know, they say like Kim Kardashian is like 5'1", you know what I mean? 5'2". You know what I'm saying? And she's getting all the money now. So, you know, fact is she's a reality star person and a producer, but, you know, she made her money on taking pictures on Instagram, if we're honest. And I'd say she's probably, well, she was the top of the heap but then you go down the rungs and you have it's a different society when you keep going down and down and down. And then in the last year or so, I noticed a lot of the ad money for Instagram influencers kind of dried up. So I wonder how lucrative that is, although we see so many women still out there selling their wares. I wonder why there are so many women still out here showing their bodies on Instagram freely. Could there be another financial incentive? And a couple videos ago, we talked about Dubai. Is that the plan A now? Is plan A getting a good trick to break his pockets? Somebody that loves looking at these pictures and liking and liking and liking. That's why I say, fellas, y'all need to vote with your likes. If you think it's gotten out of hand on Instagram with, you know, the women that are just out here flaunting their bodies all in the public, and you think it's a detriment to society because, you know, a lot of women think that's the standard now. It's your job to stop following those women. It's your job to stop liking those pictures. Because what do you really get out of liking those pictures? Like, it's not like you're going to like it and she's going to look through the list of likes and be like, you know what? You need to take me on a date. You know what? You need to come over here and get in one of these pictures or one of these videos. Man, it's the biggest hustle, man. And then, you know, they only responding to people with blue checks. You know, so you regular people don't have, and I can't talk now. I don't have a blue check, but regular people are starting to wake up, I believe, and make a different decision. It's like we got to talk about the risk versus reward. We got to talk about we got to talk about when it isn't financially viable for them. Instagram has gotten so serious. We've seen some women on these podcasts talk about they would rather have Instagram than a healthy relationship. Let that sink in. The addiction that is caused by these social media platforms, so much so that they would give up the relationship. They probably feel because there would be a financial reward on Instagram that they can't get from the relationship. There'll be other relationships that they can get. But how does that play out in the long term? How do you build a strong community and strong families when you have a constant flood of naked women and when you have a constant flood of programming? Because that's what it is. That's the root word of it. Programming coming into your feed that tells you you have to operate in this way. That tells you you're missing out on something because your life doesn't match up to what you see on Instagram. And I don't just mean Instagram, you know, just some food for thought. But anyway, man, Corey's hilarious once again. Shout out to Zoe Williams. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Faucette Media.